everyone, welcome back to the channel. Jackie here with another card making video. Today I have some more cards made with the toppers, papers that I got from God knows where, God knows when. I've had them a long time. I just found them when I was bringing out my Christmas stuff. So I have made more cards. So this is number one. This is a slimline, and it's just this image, an image like this, cut out, mat it onto some red mirror card, and then I have put some little heart decorations up the sides as if they're growing in the snow, and a little gnome from our gnome to yours, and then glittered some of the snow up the top there. And that is a slimline card. So these ones are 4 1/8 by 5 3/4. This is a paper from actually this kit. You get toppers on one side and a paper on the other, and you can decide which to use. So I cut this out with one shape die and then the decorative one behind it, popped them up on the next layer and put that up on my patterned paper and my mat. Added the jingle bells and some red gems. That's number 2. Number 3 is actually just the same, except for the jingle bells is down here this time, and the rest of it is all exactly the same. So number 3. So number 4 is this little rectangle topper. I've matted it in some card, red card. I took one of the background papers, it's one of these, the opposite side, and I've matted them, cut them into 3 strips and matted them on red card and put them on. A Mary that is double layered and a little poinsettia with a little Santa Claus gem inside is number 4. Number 5 is actually this little topper here, and I simply cut it out with a circle die, cut out a Merry Christmas for behind it, layered that up twice. This is a paper from my stash that I matted onto my card base and added a white Merry Christmas at the bottom and some dark red gems. Number 5. This is number 6. Number 6 is cut out with a stitched rectangle die, and then the red mat behind it is the layer up. Added it onto a paper and my red mat. Added my Merry Christmas in the middle, some snowflakes and some gems. Number 6 is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7, a little square, matted it onto a postage stamp die, popped that up and matted it onto a silver mat, added a paper and a blue mat to match my die cutout, added a Merry and Bright at the bottom and a red poinsettia with a big red gem. This is number 8. This is one of those small dies, and I have taken it, I have put it on a die the same size. Then I have put this little frame on it. This is a piece of paper from my stash that I cut out with a circle die. added it on a red mat, popped it up, and then this is just a circle die that cuts out, and added it onto a 5x5 card. This is number 9. So I've done the same thing and added it onto a white frame. I have actually 3 snowflakes, pale blue, white and dark blue, all layered together, and then popped this up on top. Added this little white frame onto a paper, onto my 5x5 card base, popped in a little greeting from my stash, and 3 gems. Not 3 gems. Gems in 3 places. I can't remember, I've lost count now. I'll count them at the end. This one's quick and easy. A paper onto a 5x5 base, a big leafy frame cut out, and the little topper in the middle, and popped in a Merry Christmas. So this is one of the little square ones. Added it on a white mat, popped that up onto this red. Then I popped that up onto the white, which is flat against the next red, straight onto my 5x5 card base. A little Merry Christmas and some blue gems to finish. Right. Now, black base paper from stash, a big die cut from my stash, cut out of my mat, cut out one of the toppers with a circle die, and added a black Merry Christmas on top. And these are 6x6 now. So I took a red mat and put a bit of white shimmer paper on it, but I cut out a die from the background for a bit of interest round my red frame with a square stitched topper, and added a little Merry and Bright off to one side with some green and red gems. Pretty. So my red mat with one of these papers, this topper cut out with a circle stitch die, and then the red cut out of the mat with the next size, added this big leafy frame die onto the side, a Merry and Bright and some green gems to finish. So my circle topper cut out with a wonky stitched die, added it onto a red mat taken from my base mat, popped that red mat up onto the white one, and put the white one flat against the paper. My snow fun is cut out of the white, added a red mat behind it, and then this little red decorative piece on top. Red and blue gems to finish. So look at that, I've made a mess of this one. This one will not be going anywhere, but the idea was the paper onto my, this is 6x6, yeah, paper onto my 6x6, my circle frame is flat, my topper is flat, and then my insert circle is popped up, and as is my fill the season with happiness. This is the last 6x6. cut my large square leafy frame out of my red mat, put a paper on top, added my little square topper on top of my leafy square, merry and bright, and a big red poinsettia with a green gem. So these 4 are 5x7s. So this is a snowflake frame, but I have my topper covering the actual snowflakes. And I added that onto a red mat, which I then popped up on my card base. And I added a merry and bright to finish. Quick and easy. So another rectangle, cut my heart frame, these are little hearts in here, out of my mat, covered my mat with my paper, popped this frame up then, and added these little heart frond die cuts. Okay, so this time I cut it out with the actual shaped die. Then I cut the decorative die the next size up and the mat for it. Pop them up onto my paper, which is on my blue mat, my jingle bells, and a red gem inside my white poinsettia. And the last one is another big snowflake rectangle die, and I've cut this out with a shaped die and just stuck it on, popped it up, and added my jingle bells. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 cards. Yay! The charity shop and the residents' home will be happy this Christmas. Plenty of cards. So I hope you liked it. Please thumbs up, comment, subscribe or share. I would much appreciate it. I'd like to grow a little bit. I hope you're all safe, well and having an amazing day. Till the next time. Bye.